appeal to your immense wisdom to guide me and enlighten my first steps here and elsewhere in the search for the right path.
An appeal for reality and honesty among member states to walk the talk, to adapt and put in place proper policies and guidelines that drive good practices and governance. African countries have often been criticized for taking limitless decisions, often without implementation.
That we have the unfortunate habit of taking an infinite number of decisions on an infinite number of issues and themes without significant consideration of the modalities for the implementation. Most of these decisions end buried in our drawers. Everybody agrees to say that this way of doing things is hugely detrimental to the credibility and the image of our organization.
Faki says credibility and integrity are of great significance as the continent moves forward. Echoing the same sentiment, the African Union chair said, it's time that Africa speaks and acts in one voice if it's to realize the objectives of Agenda 2063.
Africa should become a haven of peace, of prosperity, conducive to investment, entrepreneurship, and creativity and innovation. When Africa is united and can make its voice heard, it wins.
He also called for the continent to invest in its youth. He says failure to do so will result in the continent failing them. Participating for the first time in the AU summit, the Deputy Secretary of the United Nations said the focus should be on empowering the youth.
Today, you are here taking decisions that will ensure that Africa benefits from the full potential of all its people, including young women and men. And this has generated greater efforts to ensure that all young African women and girls have equal access, opportunities, and leadership roles in all areas of political, economic, and public life. Truly investing in our youth today reaps the dividends of a peaceful and prosperous Africa tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas said empowering the youth will divert them from becoming involved in extremism and terrorism. He also called on African countries to continue helping the people of Palestine. He said the only solution remains a two-state solution with Israel and Palestine living side by side. Lehana Totetsi, SABC News, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.